And we're back for another Zendikar Rising Premier Draft. Let's jump on in. This one's for pure profit. Turning those coins into gems. These are the ones that really matter. This is what keeps you an infinite drafter. Ooh. So, there we go. One of my favorite streamers put out a nice article the other day about drafting better, and I read through it, and it did kind of bring me back to some of the basic tenets of drafting that I may have kind of strayed away from in pursuit of doing something more fun, or maybe trying to force an archetype that I haven't gotten to play yet. But today we're gonna do we're gonna follow those instructions there, those just basic tenets. We're gonna try to stay open. Just pick the best card for the first few picks. Pay attention to what ends up coming around. I have a decent enough evaluation of card quality at this point, where I'm going to know what's late and not be scared to just jump into the open color. So maybe jumping in a little bit late into a black deck when I'm playing, blue-green, which I always play. But let's just pick. We're going to start off picking the best cards in the pack for the first couple of picks. We'll see if there's someone has no name. Oh, that was me, Minchun. Okay, so now there's a Forsaken Monument, which is not really playable in limited. Song of Mad Treachery is solid. Basswood Surge is pretty sweet. There's also just a Deadly Alliance, and I honestly think this is kind of the point here. This card is good and fun and strong. This card is good. This card is good, but it's a gold card. So this card is not like head and shoulders over other cards. It's good once you're in this archetype, I believe. I think the strongest card in this pack is just Deadly Alliance. So while I evaluate the best cards in this pack as this card, and then Deadly Alliance in there as well, Core Celebrant sticks out to me because this is a corner piece of the Cleric's deck. But if the Cleric's deck is open, you're going to get this card back. And if you don't see this card come back around, that means your deck might not be open. So I'm going to pick Deadly Alliance, knowing that I can splash this in a green deck, I can put it in any deck that's playing black, and know that I've just got a solid first pick. And now, there's another Deadly Alliance, but I think the best card here is Soaring Thought Thief. So this is a gold card, obviously. A little bit tougher to take this early, but Sure-Footed Infiltrator is really good. Sure-Footed Infiltrator is really good, but Soaring Thought Thief has such an incredible upside that I would like to try to play it. So I could end up in a Rogues deck. Sure-Footed Infiltrator I think would be the safer pick, but if I'm taking black, I could take Deadly Alliance, but this has black in it, so I'm already thinking that maybe I want to lean towards my Deadly Alliance, but raw power level, I think this card and this card, best cards in the pack, followed by Sure-Footed Infiltrator, and then I probably value Field Research higher than some people, but I think this card is excellent, and then there's always a Pack Beast to be aware of. Zoff Consumption is fine, but I'm not going to take it because, just because it's a good modal card. I'm going to take the Thought Thief, and then keep picking good cards. So now, the temptation is to grab some rogues, but here, Shatterskull Minotaur is an excellent card. I think it's far and away the best card in this pack. So while I'm losing out on my Soaring Thought Thief, if this doesn't work out, Black-Red is also still a good archetype, and maybe I'm not even playing black. I could end up playing just a Warriors deck and have this sweet Warrior payoff. This is more of a party payoff, but, it's a hasting 5/4 that'll cost 5 in a Warriors deck. So let's grab Minotaur. Next best in this pack, I do like Aesthetic. It can really pull you out of some spots just by stabilizing the board. I like Gazul's Fury, but this pack isn't very exciting to me. So I'm going to take the Minotaur. And now there is a Feed the Swarm. There's also a Journey. And I think Journey is pretty strong as well. This could work out if we do a Cleric's thing, if we do a Warriors thing. Again, Soaring Thought Thief, not so much in here, but let's take the Journey to Oblivion. I could take a Feed the Swarm, but I think this card is better than Feed the Swarm. It does deal with any permanent, and it can work in party decks as well. It's usually going to come down for 4, sometimes 3, so it's just Banishing Light in limited, which is a fine card. Yeah, so I think this is the best card in the pack. I really like Horn Beetle, but it's so specific in what it can go into. It's not really, it's got a pretty high power, like high ceiling, but most of the time it's going to be not good. So I'm going to take the Journey. And now we're seeing a Shadow Stinger to go with the black cards. Again, I think the best card in this pack. There is a good Warrior here if I was trying to do a Warriors thing, but I like this card a lot, and I think Reclaim the Waste is always good to have. But I'm seeing a Skitter Sneak, I'm seeing an Anti-Cognition, and a semi-late Shadow Stinger. I think this card is good when you're playing Rogues. And we've already got a setup for Rogues, and if I was playing Party, this card would be great as well. So just picking the best cards here is working out. So now we want to start to hone in on what we want to try to do here. So there is a Core Celebrant to open up a Cleric's deck. There's also a Nimana Skitter Sneak for the Rogues deck. This is just a Blood Beckoning. And it looks at this point as if this is a late Core Celebrant. I could do a Cleric's thing. This card might be fine. There's a couple good, decent Clerics. I could just take this Blood Beckoning to get back my Thought Thief. Around 5 picks, I think, is where you want to start taking the right cards for you. So I think with these good Rogue payoffs, I'm going to go with the Blood Beckoning here. Okay. And now we see no colors that we have so far, but a very late Root Grazer. I'm going to pick up the Root Grazer. I'm just going to pick that up. It's a little late for sure, but I don't want to miss out on some kind of green deck. And here's a Spring Mantle Cleric, but there's also just a Palaka Predation. This is a pretty solid card. Territorial Scythe Cat is pretty good as well, and I could just be doing a black-green thing. So let's take Palaka Predation. I like the modal card. Could work well if the Stingers open up. But now here's Vastwood Surge. So now it looks like we're moving farther into green. So we could end up dropping all of these cards here, maybe just splashing a Deadly Alliance or something. But I'm not going to say no to Vastwood Surge on the wheel. That's pretty wild. And now there's a Skyclave Sentinel. So if we end up doing a black-green thing, but I think a white-green could be pretty good as well. I'm going to move it back to the center here. So now we're seeing, I could try to force some black stuff, but I don't think I need to do that. I'm going to take the Nectar Pot. Nectar Pot can slow a game down, and now here's an Ascetic. And here's another Nectar Pot over a Sentinel. No guarantee we're in black. I could take a Sentinel. I think I'll take a Nectar Pot. I don't mind having a pair of Nectar Pots. This guy could work for Landfall. But why don't we take this and Sizzling Barrage. So super open for the entire first pack there. And now what we saw was a lot of green just go very late on the table. So now when I see funny things here like Attended Healer, which is a great Cleric's card, I don't want to really change in my second pack. I could take this Prowling Felidar, thinking that white-green is potentially open for me. I know I have a Journey to Oblivion. This Vastwood Surge can help me splash stuff. And I already have a Root Grazer, which is a really strong card if you can continually trigger the landfall. So I think what I'm going to do is just keep taking the green cards. Because I could be black-green, and that would be fine. I'm gonna miss a Baloth, I think. Prowling Felidar can be the best card in your deck, but there's no guarantee that white is open here. So even over Royal Eruption, I'm gonna grab that. And now there's a Zagras. Zagras is pretty busted. This card is pretty busted. This could be the bomb rare that changes our game plan somewhat. So now it could be more green, black, splashing red. Not impossible. I already have a Vastwood Surge. If I was not taking this card, I could take another Felidar. McKinley Stampede is good. But I think I'm going to take the Zagras and see what I can do with this card. This card can just win the game sometimes. Okay, and now here's a Florahedron. That looks great in my deck. Jiraga Visionary would be good. But I'm going to just take some good green cards. And now here's a Royal Eruption. There's just more good white cards here. Could just be green-red. Green-red with some black splash for Zagras and a Deadly Alliance. I'm okay with that. That's a late Royal Eruption in my opinion. And here's a Balaged Recovery. Probably base green for sure. So I don't mind getting a Balaged. Maybe Gnarlid Colony would be nice. I think I can afford to take the Balaged Recovery. I might just want this Gnarlid Colony though. I'm not gonna sleep on Balaged. That's a good card. Another Vastwood Surge. Is that what I want over maybe Scale the Heights? I think I can do that. Let's just ramp like insane. And another one of these guys looks fine. Things to ramp into. Another Ascetic. I don't know if I need the third Ascetic. I could take an Adventure Awaits, which is fine if you have enough creatures. Pyroclastic Helion can actually be pretty good if you're doing a landfall thing. Yeah, I guess if I was taking the Helion, I might as well just take the Ascetic. And now here's a Prowling Felidar. I could just end up using the white here. This Rogue is pretty decent. This is just a good landfall card. I don't have a ton of pull into white, but this is a late Felidar. I think I'm going to take the Felidar. And now Adventure Awaits is pretty good. Blightblade can be pretty good. It's a Rogue that could work with Shadow Stinger, but I don't know if I'm playing Shadow Stinger. But I think I will take that. And a Jiraga Visionary came back. That's beautiful. So now we've got some red cards here. Don't know if Shatterskull. Shatterskull is not going to make it. I'm pretty confident. So right now we're looking at black, green, splashing red. I have a Felidar and a Journey to Oblivion in white. And here's more green, landfall stuff. And a Marasa Brute, which is fine. Nothing exciting, but playable. And a Scorch Rider. Alright, so let's see what we end up with here. There is a green-white land. There's an Nahiri's Binding in green. This is a fine white card, but it's more of a party payoff. I do have some life gain, but I don't think it's substantial enough for justifying taking Scion, even though black could be fine here. So main color is green. Secondary color is a little unclear right now. Could be splashing red, and I think splashing red now is fine, but that's kind of incentivizes going into black. I could just take a Scythe Cat here to get a nice solid card for my landfall type deck. And now a Rabid Bite looks really nice. I'm pretty happy to get that. Definitely got ways to abuse that. Thought Thief is pretty far from the conversation at this point. Okay, not a ton of green here. Really not. Since we're mostly in blue. I mean green. If I were to do Nahiri's Binding, that just gets me all the way off this. I think I want to try to bias into red or black. So I could just splash the black for Deadly Alliance. So I could take a Pyroclastic Helion. I don't think I have a ton of instants or sorceries. Actually, I do have a decent amount, so I think I'm going to take the Rock Slide Sorcerer. It gives me a party type. Kind of goofing, kind of having a tough time here at the end. There's Core Celebrant, which could work with white. Maybe I do want to do some white. I don't think I need another Vastwood Surge. I can take a Spikefield Hazard just as a red card. That would be fine. I don't need 3 of these. That's a little clunky. So let's take one of these. There's just a Gnarlid Colony, which I think is going to be better than Bug Catcher in this deck. Roiling Regrowth looks pretty sweet. But there's also just a Kazandu Stomper. And I already have a bunch of things here that benefit from landfall and just ramping and getting big. So why don't we take the Stomper over the Roiling Regrowth? Potentially that comes back around. Vassal's Fortification can be nice. We've got 20 creatures. I'm probably not playing 3 of them, but I don't think I need another 2-drop. So let's take a Vassal's Fortification. This deck can probably be fine with Adventure Awaits over Second Colony. Just for some card draw. It doesn't really have much card advantage. Kazandu Stomp, Kazandu Nectar Pot. Probably fine. I don't think I need Zendikar. Now that I have Stomper, I already have a way to pick up things. I don't think I'm going to play 3 Nectar Pots, though, so let's take the Zendikar. Scale the Heights looks pretty sweet. Just keep ramping, keep drawing. Might is fine. Okay, so I am a little torn here between going another Vastwood Surge. I'm not playing Broken Wings, so am I playing 3 Vastwood Surges? I don't feel like I am. That's like a lot of mana. I mean, it does ramp me just insanely. So let's look what we've got here. Kind of stayed pretty open that entire time to what was there. And I think this Root Grazer might actually be good enough in a deck that has a bunch of landfall things like this. Or a couple landfall things to just get there and drop the Zagras. I've got a Royal Eruption I could want to splash. I've got Palaka Predation. So let's just say Shadow Stinger is not really a thing for right now. Let's take out the black cards, I think, and see what fits in. Let's take out the non-green cards and see what fits in the deck. So I get a Blood Beckoning for some recursion, but I also have a Balaged Recovery. So Tangled Florahedron can be a land. Balaged Recovery can be a land. I have a Deadly Alliance, which could be pretty nice to splash, but I don't have a ton of creature types. I have a Wizard, I have a Cleric, I have a bunch of Clerics. I have 1 Warrior here, but do I want to play that? I'm not super convinced. I think with the solid, the Prowling Felidar working so well with landfall, the Core Celebrant, which is just a solid card, the Fortification here, which is pretty nice, and the Journey to Oblivion. So I think with these cards here, I think this is enough for me to do white. Like, my red cards are good. Like, I've got a Royal Eruption, I've got a Royal Eruption, I've got the Spikefield Hazard. In black, I have Deadly Alliance and Blood Beckoning, but those don't feel like things I want to splash. This can be a red land source to splash Royal Eruption. It does not feel like I'm going to get to Zagras. I could try to play it. I have 3 Vastwood Surges, but I don't have any fixing besides that. The Roiling Regrowth could have helped splash Zagras. But I'm not sure this deck fully needs it. It looks like it's really abusing some landfall abilities here. Gaining a ton of life off of it. Rabid Bite works pretty well with Blightblade. I probably can drop one of those Vastwood Surges. Like, they're nice to have, but like 4 of them is kind of clunky. You only need 1 of them, and suddenly you have all the mana in the world out. I like Scale the Heights for this. I've got 3 modal lands. I can probably go down a forest. I can probably go down 2 forests, to be honest. I do want to get my stuff, my lands. This is a creature card, not a land card. I have 17 creatures, so this card is better. Adventure Awaits is better in this type of deck where you have the card draw. I consider splashing Deadly Alliance. I don't think it would be very hard. Well, I don't know about that, actually, because the just Vastwood Surge is my only fixing. So I've got a Journey to Oblivion and a Fight spell. And then otherwise, I'm just got a bunch of Nectar Pots, a Root Grazer to grow my things insanely. And I think that's fine. Like, I just ramp up to a bunch of Stompers, continue to abuse my landfall triggers. I have so much green, it's insane. 16, so I'm running 19 lands right now. I get to one Vastwood Surge, I don't need to worry about my lands anymore. I wish I had something better than Marasa Brute. I always end up in green. Green is just always so open, like every time. I wish I could have played this Soaring Thought Thief, but did not look like it was in the cards. I'm light on removal, which is a bit concerning to me. My removal does get rid of things, doesn't leave it on the battlefield. Scaled Heights is good for ramp as well. I think I could just play this. Gnarly Colony can be big as long as you're ramping. And then Felidar, like these cards just end games. I think I can just play this. I've got to drop something. It could be a land. I have my Tangled Florahedron for early ramp. I would venture to Waits to find something. I could just drop a Turn Timber Ascetic. I do like having a bunch of these, though. $16, so I can go to 18 lands. I'm fine playing any of these as lands, because I can just get them back with Stomper. Okay. Okay, I think I'm alright with that. Let's try out this deck. So, green-white, not even really splashing anything. The splash doesn't seem super easy. I have to get a Roiling Regrowth. Not a Roiling Regrowth. I think I'm just trying to punch people super hard. I'll think about it. Try to put in a Deadly Alliance, but I think that just sits in my hand a lot of the time. So I go first. Here's an easy Bala Ged as a land early into Scythecat, potentially into Felidar. I guess I wouldn't play Felidar. I'd play Visionary first. Okay. Say hello. So having a way to put these back in your hand with Kazandu Stomper is really good. One drop, really. Oh, that's not how you want to play that. Okay. So I don't need to show him the second color. Did I say hello? So now it's going to be Scythecat, Visionary, land, followed by Felidar land. Lotus Cobra. So opponent's about to start ramping away. Now it's Vastwood Fortification, Vastwood Surge. Actually, I guess I want to get Felidar out before I Vastwood Surge. So I think it's Scythecat, yeah, because I can just get insane here. We'll see if they have a Subtle Strike or a Fight spell that'll punish me. Okay. Opponent has all the land that they need. That's for sure. Not usually the best play, but following up a Vastwood Surge, I think it's a pretty sweet sequence. If that's my curve, that's pretty wild, because then I think I can just go Visionary into Brute. I'll have so much mana. Okay, they just casted a Visionary. They're going to have a Flyer, which I have to be careful of. they were to attack with Cobra. I went first. Okay, so another white. So now it's play land, play Felidar, not attack, because they would pretty happily trade, I believe. The following turn, I get to buff these guys by 3 apiece. Let's see if they use any removal. They don't have Subtle Strike, because it's too good to not Subtle Strike a Scythe Cat. Looks like they might want to equip in the air. Shoot. Okay. So, looks like 1, 2 for me. Alright, lost another land. So that's alright. Blightblade. Oh, that's actually a bummer. So I guess I can just attack with my Scythe Cat. Got the land anyway. Here. And then, how big am I? They could double block here and get me. But then I might be able to, I could Surge and then Visionary into something else. This Blightblade is a problem for me. I think it's worth it for me to just throw everything out there. Let's go get... So now I have a 6-5 and a 5-6. I think they have some fine blocks on everybody here. I could just attack with Scythe Cat and see if they want to do the trades. If I attack with Felidar, they're probably just going to block with the Blightblade, and I think Felidar is my better card. Probably going to get a land. I need to attack with one of these guys here. This guy tramples, but also gets double blocked here. I think I attack with this Felidar. I would snap off this block with the Blightblade, unless they have Rabid Bite. They've got it. They definitely got Rabid Bite. So I'm going to lose one of these guys, and then I'm going to have to try to attack him with the next one. So maybe I get my own Rabid Bite and take out Blightblade. Zendikar. Oh, not even untapped. I wonder if they had a land in hand. So land is fine. I could get a... Nothing for 2 green, right? I could get another... So I have my own Blightblade now. So now I think I can attack with both of these things. They don't really have anything they can do here besides block with their Blightblade, and that still leaves me with one big guy. Which one are they going to block? One of them has Trample. But which one? Oh, it's that one. A double block doesn't do them anything here. Okay. So still hit him good. And then I put down my own Blightblade. They do fly over anything that I have, though, which is not ideal. And now I'm top decking against their 4 cards in hand. They are light on lands. I only have one major threat. Without a removal spell. Okay. Ooh, I am really gonna get him pretty good here, I think. Too many Nissa Zendikars. Not enough lands. You know what? I guess I kind of goofed there because I could have made a near lethal attack. Okay. Not sure how good Core Celebrant is. I mean, it's just a good card. It's just fine. 4 toughness is good for blocking. Adventure awaits. So opponent's just pretty mana screwed here. With a good removal spell, they can really just stymie my attacks here. Oh, that's a good one. You can't play it, though. Oh, don't do that. Oh, okay. GG, opponent. I guess I want to just play my guy, just to make sure that I get my stuff for casting a spell. Okay. So, Roiling Regrowth might have been good in this, might have been better in this deck. Just because I have that instant speed, the ability to throw stuff out at instant speed. But I think I picked a Stomper over that, and I'm pretty happy with my Stomper pick with all my modal cards. White or blue. Okay. I'm going to switch up one of my rewards. I always play blue, so let's do this. Blue or red? Okay, that's neither. Alright. Oh, my art is Deadly Alliance. I could put Deadly Alliance in here just for more removal. I'm like considering it. Sometimes it's important to kill something that is a pretty strong removal piece. But I'm just not sure what I end up doing with it. You know, I could put in Royal Eruption, which is a good card. And is really good if you're ramping really hard. But what comes out? Maybe take out like a Nectar Pot for it. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-drops. And then just put in Royal Eruption. And then I have 16 creatures plus Royal Eruption on the splash through Vastwood. I think I kind of like that actually, because then I can just... I think I'm going to get to 7 mana often and do 5. Let's give that a shot. Let's put in Royal Eruption. And put in like one mountain. Where are my Bob Ross Islands? My Bob Ross Mountains. Oh shoot, do I not have those on this account? No! My Bob Ross Island Mountains. Where are my Eldraine Mountains? Alright, okay, let's try that out. Still have Deadly Alliance as the art. Alright. Show me something. Let's see that Royal Eruption pick come out here. I think that's actually pretty sweet to be able to just do 5 damage. It's funny. Okay, well, that's fine. I think I lead with the Fortification. Probably Balaget, actually, because I can get it back later. Keep 7. I might just play both of these out. Just to make sure I keep getting my things. Red first time. It's funny. Malakir Bloodproof. So for 1. Oh, alright. Now I probably play the Celebrant. So I'm going to play this down, because I can just get it back if I need it. Double Modal. Let's see what they got. Are they just black? This is more of a party card, so I'm thinking black-red. Ooh, they got a choice here. What's up, Ryan? Show them what you got. Core Celebrant's gonna be nice. Blocks this pretty well. Core Celebrant's just good. Like, its stat line is great. It's a great stalling card. In a deck like mine where you want to try to abuse those landfall triggers and then end up with your aesthetics and your stompers, that's a pretty good place to be. I'm looking at my curve here. I've got turn 3, turn 4, 5, and then 6, assuming I draw 1 land, but I've got it all in my hand here. Oh no, I hope opponent didn't time out. I don't want to win on timeouts. Especially when we got a good curve like this. Oh, that's tough. I'm sorry, opponent. So while I want to win the game, it looks like I've got a pretty good hand. I want to see what my deck can do here. That being said, early in the draft, I do want to get to those 3 wins. I'm just being realistic about my drafting ability. I don't ever want to, not drafting ability, my ability to continue drafting. I don't ever want to have to put actual money into drafting, and I have not now since Ikoria on any of my accounts. I have 3 accounts, which was just something I did not expect from. This is something that I had not considered other back. Oh no, opponent! I'm so sorry. Okay, well, Scythe Cat into land, gain a life, into aesthetic. I don't even think I'm gonna attack. So I didn't expect like trying to do 3 accounts to be a big thing. I'd actually never thought of doing that. Okay, that's pretty good. Opponent just has no lands. Oh geez, that's tough, man. Okay, play aesthetic, and then now I think I do attack. But basically, I want to try to get this thought out. The 3 accounts is fantastic. When Ikoria came out, they gave a draft token to everyone to try Premier Draft. So I made 3 accounts, got a draft token, and then never put any money in it besides the welcome bundle. The welcome bundle is a pretty good deal in my opinion. So here I can play. They can just double block me, and that's kind of annoying. But I can just get it back, and they lose their board. Seems fine. I don't need to be super greedy. And then I just play Stomper. If they don't, I will just get Kazandu Stomper. Yep, it's fine. Okay, they lose 2 guys, and then I can do Vastwood Surge and then Venture Awaits. I probably just want to go Visionary and then Venture Awaits though. Yeah, so why don't we do this? Man, this is like, why is this tough for me? I'm gonna probably take 2 draws next turn, so I can get back Recovery. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's put Recovery back in my hand. I don't even need the Thicket necessarily. Okay, so I can Surge. I can either Surge or Visionary, and I think I might Visionary here because I'm relatively close to kicking the Surge. When your opponent's kind of stuck on lands here, you want to pressure them. Felidar followed by Surge looks really good. I wish I had another land. Maybe I just want to play his Recovery again. So big old trample attack. Let's just go Visionary, and then if we get a land, hold the land. Okay. I have so much going on. I think I just might want to put this out. Nah, I'll hold it. I don't want to choke myself on mana for no reason. Okay, opponent's hitting their stride here. Visionary. So now they can double block. Continuing to just... So I think I will play out the Balaged now. Let's attack with the Stomper if they want to trade both guys again. I think I'm okay with that. I'll just play an Ascetic and then potentially get it back. Okay, so I'm 2 for 1-ing them all over the place. I can't Surge and do something else. So I think I just Ascetic and play my land. And then next turn... I guess I can Marasa Brute and Adventure Waits next turn. This is fine. This is okay. I think I'm fine. I don't really want to play my Balaged Recovery because I have so many big things in my graveyard now. They have their own Ascetic. Okay. There's the land. So now I can Felidar and Adventure Awaits. Yep. And then have a Basswood Surge on it. Wow. Okay, I still draw a card. Scale the Heights. Actually, Scale the Heights is going to look great. Oh no, it's not that great when I attack. So I could make them trade here. I guess they... I have a ton of life. I'm going to make them trade here. Yep. So no trade. If they want to try to hit me, that's fine. If they have a fight spell, that's still okay. I have Balaged plus a Scale the Heights. If I draw a land, I can Surge and Scale the Heights. Surge and Balaged and get back Stomper. Just continue to drop the beefiest of boys. They have to do a fight. That's why I would not block. Oh! That's pretty good, actually. They can't attack me, though. Root Grazer. So now... Oh, I can really jumpstart this. So I think I... So let's see. How do I not have enough mana right now? This is ridiculous. I guess I'm just going to play the Root Grazer. I'm still pretty far ahead, and I can just start spamming my Felidar. Green and white. I don't need a lot more of any of them. Okay. Alright, let's see what they got here. I'm going to go get back a Kazandu Stomper and just spam landfall stuff for the rest of the game. Next turn I'm big enough to attack through this thing. Yeah, I am big enough to attack through it. Opponent has fought back, though. Really? Wow, okay, yeah. That's good stuff. I don't block. They attack. Maybe I just want to get that Felidar back, though. That might be the right play for me. Yeah, so I have good attack here now. Okay, so now that I drew this land, if I get back Felidar, play Felidar, I can return a land and attack with my Visionary. And then just make it gigantic. I think I like that. So that's 3. Oh shoot, how much mana do I have left? 4, 8, so I'm at 9. Leaves me at 2, just short of Scale the Height. Okay, but I think I'm okay with doing this. See if they want us to trade off. I can take a couple hits from them. They can't take too many hits from me. I'm going to guarantee another landfall trigger on this, so it becomes a 5/6 vigilance. I have a thing that can banish this. I could play 2 lands next turn as well. Fine. I'm gaining life. I'm back down to 20. They're up to 15 though, more than I expected. I had them down pretty low at one point, but they gained like 10 life off of the ascetic. Another one. That's tough for sure. And they have a nectar pot. Okay, opponent's doing stuff here. That's to be sure. Okay. Nice. Aesthetic was a good draw there. This thing actually has vigilance, so I can attack. I'm not gonna block. So Aesthetic just gains me more life. It has a big body. Celebrant is just continuing to do its job. Do I want to hold this land? I guess I could draw 2 big things, so let's just go here. I guess if I get a... I don't think I have another landfall pay. Oh, I have Baloth. But Baloth isn't going to be great. Actually, Baloth trades for this. Kicked Gloomhunter. Wow, opponent's really got some spice here. Oh man. Oh, they've got like all the right cards. There we go. So now I've got 5 damage to the face. So I've got 5 damage to the face. What needs to happen here? This thing trades for one of my big guys, which is annoying. I cannot kill this ascetic. I could kill this Gloomhunter. Man, that's tough because this is a lot of damage. This represents a lot of damage. I think nope, 7 damage. That kills my ascetic and their ascetic. So I think I'm gonna kill their. Oh my gosh, their Gloomhunter, huh? Oh, this is frustrating. Let's go here, gain a life. Because I can't really do anything about Gloomhunter. That's going to win the game for them. Okay. Oh, jeez, this is tough. Let's see what they're drawing here. I got to draw better than them, I think. Somehow, opponent pulled themselves back into this game. I've got a Journey to Oblivion. I've got a Vastwood Surge. It's probably going to win me the game right now. I've got Gnarled Colony. I've got Rabid Bite. That'll help me out here. I've got my own Blight Blade. 6 lands left. Canopy Baloth looks pretty good with Root Grazer. They had the right removal when they needed it. Oh, sorry about that, opponent. Okay. What are we looking at here? Take that and see what happens. I think I just got to push some damage here. Rabid Bite would be good to take out Blight Blade. Opponent could have Deadly Alliances. I'm still waiting for those. Fastwood Surge would be very welcome here. Journey puts me back in the game. No! Wow, that was their worst draw, huh? Holy crap. Draw 2 cards, get 2 3/2s? Suddenly not doing too hot. That's bad. Oh man. Okay. Holy crap. The game has turned. Now I don't know what I need to draw. I don't have a splash like that in here. Okay. That is the start of it. Jeez, man. Now they don't have any good attacks, really, though. I attack with Root and trade for a Visionary, and that messes up their double blocks. I block pretty well with Core Celebrant. Okay. I guess I probably should just not attack in case I get Vastwood Surge. Man. I cannot believe how opponent turned this game around. Okay, well, there's a creature. I gain a life. So they just have a Blight Blade, another land. Nothing. Come on. Shoot. Alright. We are at parity. This is tough. It looks like opponents just drawing lands too. They're flooding, I'm flooding. Okay, come on. I gotta draw something first. Nectar Pot. If I get that Vastwood Surge, I'm looking pretty good. So I've got... Man, is opponent drawing lands too? What's gonna happen here? What's going on? Come on. Yes, okay. So, Vastwood Surge clears out the rest of my lands and gives me a huge buff. That means that I can start attacking with a couple of these guys. Let's kick it. They don't have counterspells. Okay. Now, do I attack with this thing? I think I attack with both these things. I just attack with my Nectar Pot. Nectar Pot actually trades for everything as well. Yeah. Yep. What do they have? I'm now drawing... I have 8 cards left in the deck. 3 of them are lands. There's a Gnarlid Colony, a Nectar Pot, and a Rabid Bite. Okay. Let's just hang out here. Want to try to close this out. Okay, Haggard Constrictor's not scary to me. Okay. Gaining some life. My Blight Blade is good as well. Canopy Baloth looks really good. So I can attack with my Nectar Pot and my Florahedron. Actually, I can just attack with all these guys, I think. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get there. Next turn, we make this guy a 8/7. I'm going to swing in with him. Good game. Wow. That was a good game. Ryan, I underestimated you. I thought you were having a tough start when we started out, but I really didn't think that game was going anywhere, and you turned it into quite a match. Shout out to Ryan, wherever they are. Alright. Cool. So that's only 2 wins. I've only played 2 games. Been here for 40 minutes already. The Ganja Warrior 88. Yeah. I mean, this looks pretty good. Opponent goes first, so I get a draw, but I have a turn 1 play. Got all my colors. I only need this for the splash. I don't actually even want this really early. Okay, so now I can threaten to block a super spooky warrior payoff, if this is warriors. Root Grazer can help me ramp if I end up drawing another card on turn, a land by turn 3. Okay, Gnarly Colony. I'm not going to do that yet. Nectar Pot. Yeah, they can't fight me yet. So I guess I'm going to try to go for the Ramp Dream. If I draw a couple lands. Nectar Pot can be a good way to stabilize here. Am I planning on blocking one of these things? I think I'd rather save the Blightblade. Oh, they have a fight spell for the Blightblade. Scale the Heights. Okay. Now that they've invested a bit in that, I am going to block it. A 3/3 is more than I'd like to handle. Okay. So, still no land. So I could do Core Celebrant here. Core Celebrant blocks the Blightblade, so I'm doing that. I mean the Gnarled Colony. Okay. So, started the game with 3 lands, have had 4 draws, and still have 3 lands. Get to a Jiraga Visionary. Now there's something that needs to die. Nice. Alright. Thank you for answering my call. Let's gain a life. We'll save the Blightblade for the Felidar. Felagid Recovery. Okay. Not a basic land. Fine just playing it as a land, though, to get a Kazandu Stomper out. Haven Sellsword. Blocks pretty well by Core Celebrant. My deck has enough creatures. Very nice. So now I can kick a Gnarled Colony and then play this unless I get a land. I could also just play a Nectar Pot, but I think I'd rather just get... Oh, you know what? I think I just want to play this and put out Gnarled Colony. And just have a bigger one than my opponent. I could play this and then put out my land and gain 2 life. And then get it back with Stomper. Oh wait, you know what? I can put this as a land, put this out, and then kick the Gnarled Colony. Alright, everybody relax. Figured it out. Nice. Have not gotten to do too many Root Grazer shenanigans, so that feels good. Alright, now I'm about to have a Kazandu Stomper and a Balaged back in my hand. To potentially get back my Blightblade. Angel Heart Protector. Okay, they could put a token on, they could put a counter on something at instant speed. They're not going to attack this turn. Missing lands too. So Adventure awaits. Looks good, but I can do that after Nectar Pot. Let's just return Recovery. We're just having just the most epic face-off with the opponent here. I guess I could attack with like Colony. I'd only trade for one of their things though. They just double block with Colony and Felidar. Ooh, oh boy, they're suddenly going wider than me. Yep. Okay. So let's do an adventure awaits. Nice. Shoot. I definitely want to... Actually, I guess I could just play this now, right? I'm not going to be able to grow this. So I don't think there's really any benefit in me putting it out, because it's not attacking next turn. Let's just go here. And then plan to return a land. Pass turn. Alright, so we're going to have a bunch of threats that need to be answered here. And I'm sure they're digging towards removal. And they're going to build a small army of 1/1s. But I guess we're just late gaming everybody here. Expedition Healer, there is a Cleric, so that's lifelink. No good attacks. But they are getting a bunch of these little tokens. Alright, let's return the... mountain. Nice, that's pretty good, but I think it's more worth it to just put out Felidar. Alright, let's stand off, opponent. My Felidar is going to be bigger than yours. And if they don't kill it, then I still have my Blightblade. What a log freaking game, man. Alright. Give me that. Ooh, there's Royal Eruption to kill Felidar. I don't have enough for it, though. I only have 6. So I just need one more, and then I can do this. So I'm gaining a life every turn, making a bigger Felidar than they are. I can't kill anything, really. What a game! Just thrilling, tight gameplay. I'm wondering what they have. I'm clicking in cell swords. They're going so wide, but like eventually I'm just gonna get there. Maybe they're gonna get there? I don't know. We both have insane late games. You know, actually that's not true. I have Vastwood Surge, so I just don't want to miss any of these triggers here. That's important. I gotta plug my laptop in. There it is. Journey to Oblivion. So now I can deal with one of their things. And for pretty cheap, I might need to get rid of this thing. But I also need to get rid of this thing. This is tough. I can't believe I have like hard decisions to make in this game right now. So my Journey to Oblivion, for 2 I might add, can go at this Felidar, but the Felidar can't even hit me. This thing is doing a lot of late game things, but I can kill it with like a Royal Eruption. Is it doing that much though? I think it is. It's getting a creature every turn. I can Rabid Bite that thing away, the Prowling Felidar away, if I draw the right card. I think I should just hit this thing. This thing's making 1/1s. I think I need to make that guy stop being big. Because I can kill this later in the game if it becomes necessary. What do I attack with? I don't think I attack with anything. I guess I have Balaged Recovery, so why don't I attack with Stomper and this guy? Start making some attacks here. And then I'll just Balaged something back. These are my better cards, so... I can even return a land and play at instant speed to continue to grow my Felidar. That's kind of what I was picturing, which is a double block with the Cell Swords. Okay. That was a pretty good chunk. Let's just go get him. Go get Xandu Stomper. Be ready to play that next turn. Because my board is much bigger than theirs. They're gonna need a big thing. If I draw a land, I can blow it away. Okay, I can kill Territorial Scythe. I can kill Territorial Scythe Cat. Yep. Just gonna keep bouncing this mountain. Vastwood. Sorry, I can't play it yet. That's definitely gonna win me the game. I do need 2 more lands before I can do that, though. I guess I can Vastwood Surge, make these guys just insane, but they just chump them. There's nothing really too tough about that. They don't know if I have a land in my hand, which is kind of cool. I think I'm just going to play the Stomper again. Vastwood Surge does give me this thing for 5, though. I'll just attack next turn. Yeah, I'll just return one of these guys. Because then I can put it out instant speed if I want. Oh, shoot. Chill. Let's just attack with this guy. If I attack with this guy, they need 8 power to block it. That's a lot of power. They lose a couple guys doing that block, so I think I'm just going to attack. Because I can make both of these guys real big. They want to block my Felidar? Ooh, don't do that, man. You know I've got more... You know I've got a landfall trigger. Really? Oh no! Opponent! Okay. Alright, so now they definitely do get my guy. Put this guy first. This guy second. So that was better. No, it's not better. They didn't see it. Man, I wonder if they... I wonder if they had something and this is part of their plan, or they're just gonna get blown out here. They didn't see it. Oh. That's tough. That's tough to see, yeah. Okay, Shepherd. But I think I just swing out of them, yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, it was there. It was in front of their face, so I can't be, like, too upset for them not thinking about that. I made it pretty obvious that was what was going to happen. Potentially they're not familiar with Root Grazer. But, you know, they're not familiar with Root Grazer. I mean, they're not going to forget that. They're not going to forget that, so now they know how that card works. But in that kind of situation, I couldn't think of anything besides like a Dauntless Unity. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. So I have Vastwood into Scale. Not awesome. But my late game stuff is pretty decent here. And I will just put out Vastwood, I think. Because it's likely I can get it back. And I want to have something for Scale the Heights. Have something. I wonder what that is. No need to show my second color. Say hello, because I'm not rude. So ideally, Royal Eruption. So Scale the Heights does do a lot for me here. I don't get to put the counter on something, but I do get to put out another card, making a Felidar good. So I guess I'm just going to do it. Submit 0. Nice. Root Grazer is actually pretty good. And I'll put out this mountain. So I have a Royal Eruption that I can play. I've got Felidar plus land next turn. That's my first play, which isn't amazing. Ooh, kicker. Not the ideal kicker colors, and these cards don't really go together super well, but if they got one good, if they have a good kicked card, that's pretty solid. So let's go Felidar. Follow it up. And then we'll do Ascetic and then Root Grazer. I kind of want to get Root Grazer out pretty soon. Okay, so now I think I'm going to Royal Eruption that instead. So now I get a little bit more of a straightforward turn here. Do this. I could play the Visionary, and that might just be the right move. But I want to Royal Eruption this before it becomes too much of a problem. Yeah, I'll probably draw a land, so I don't even need to really worry about the Root Grazer. There we go. Do I have attacks here? I do. Yes, I have a clean attack here. Good, so now this will be a 5/6 next turn. I have a Root Grazer, I have an Ascetic. You know, board doesn't hold up super well after a removal spell. Okay, but that is not a removal spell. Now I probably can't use attack with my Felidar. I guess... Okay, this looks pretty good, because I can do Root Grazer and Ascetic. I don't think I need Adventure Awaits yet. So let's play the land. And now I have a 5/6. What are the odds that they block me here? At the expense of... They could just do a block here and I'd take out these two guys. I don't think I need to do that. Especially when my Root Grazer is going to be insane on the following turn. And I even got some card draw. Let's pass. Okay, so this is going to be... I guess I do need a turn to set up the engine with the Root Grazer. Okay, opponent's got cards. I would argue better card draw than I have. So now I can just make this a little bit bigger, but now they've got good blocks. So let's see what's on top. Ooh, another Ascetic. Fine with that. I guess we're just going to have another one of these standoffs. They do have Banneret, which makes their standoff position a little better than mine. So here, they would have to block, 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 and I would kill everything they blocked with. I guess they could block, block, block. Let's just wait one more turn. I don't like that opponent's got all these cards. I think they're going to get one of these things. Reclaim the Waste. Okay, so they kick. They could have Nahiri's Binding in hand. Their own Root Grazer. Okay, but I'm using the landfall better than they are as of right now. All right. Let's keep doing the thing with the mountain. All right. So I'm going to play the mountain. And then make them think that I could be holding another land. So if I attack with Felidar, they can't pump. They'd go block, block, block. I would kill all of these things. I'd kill any 3 things that blocked my Felidar. And then I'd have 2 Ascetics. So I think I'm going to attack with all my guys here. Okay. It's a pretty good block. I don't want to see my board fall apart on me here. Okay. I'll just take out Root Grazer so they can't enable So they can't enable like instant speed landfall things and get me. And then I probably want to take out Visionary. Alright. So they lose their board. And I get 3/3. And then I still have Felidar. So, I have ways to get things back from the graveyard, which is pretty sweet. They're not showing me any removal at the moment. So in my deck, I have 8 lands left and a bunch of gas at this point. Except maybe Core Celebrant. Oh, alright, well, now I've got good attacks with the Felidar. I think I've got pretty good attacks with most of my guys here. Let's see what they got. I can hold up the Root Grazer to either bounce a second land to my hand or put this Forest down instant speed. They can pump, so they're bigger. So they got Might. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see if they have another pump spell. Oh, they don't. I thought they could put the, There it is. That's going to be pretty tough for my opponent to come back from now. I mean, they can play something big here, but they got to play something big and have a removal spell. Yeah. Wow, alright. Root Grazer, pretty strong. This deck could have Zagras, but it's also doing pretty well with that Felidar and Root Grazer. Root Grazer's been doing pretty good work for this deck. I do have a Scythe Cat. I have barely seen that Scythe Cat. Alright. Wow, we keep getting the Naya lands. But this looks great. Yeah, this looks great. Opponent goes first, so that's not, the best, but I could get drawn to another land here, and there it is. So we go Forest, and then try to play Root Grazer and hope it doesn't die immediately. Pack Beast, okay. Not going to be able to... Oh. Stick. There we go. Alright. So let's see if Root Grazer survives. I still don't remember what the card's called. So they have a Scythe Cat. Alright. I also have a Scythe Cat. I can get... Oh, it wouldn't get him out of harm's way. Okay, we'll hold up, ramping onto Scythe Cat. Give us an idea if they have a pump spell or they have something going on here. I like my hand. Visionary. Okay, even just drawing another land here would be pretty sweet. Bummer. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. So I guess I hold up. See if they want to trade here. They do not. Good. But put this mountain out. Got another one. So now I can Visionary and I can Visionary and keep up Vastwood Fortification. I think that looks pretty good. So I can actually just attack, can't I? Yeah. Let's attack. They're not going to have anything for 1. Ooh, snap it. Do it. Oh, they see me touch my hand. They saw me touch my hand. I got too excited. Ooh, they're going to do it. I wonder if they're trying to think, what could they have? That's bad. That's tough. So I don't return a land here because I could scale the heights. Pack Beast. Okay. They still don't have Deadly Alliance. If they kill my guy, I think I do return a land though. Because then I can just go Nectar Pot into Brute. Okay. Nice. So now I go Brute into Scale. I guess I could scale the heights on this, but I think just making a 4/4 is going to be better. What could they have? I could put it on my Root Grazer, but I think I kind of want to just hold on to this guy. This is interesting. They could Subtle Strike me, and that would make me quite sad. Okay, let's just Root. Let's just Brute. Scale. Just make a 4/4. Do they have the thing? Oh, wow, they just didn't like that, huh? Alright. Okay. Like me and Izal Seed. So, super happy with how this is going so far. Kind of just splashing a couple white cards as our second color with green, and then having a Royal Eruption in there has been fine. Okay, so now here's... Poda goes first. I have a Vastwood Surge, so all I need is a single land. And I think this hand gets pretty good. And then I have Adventure Awaits to try to find something, or just draw a card. Okay, I'm going to keep this. It's got both my colors. I've got something to do on turn 2 and turn 3. I have 2 draws to get a land. I have 18 lands in this deck. There is one of them, Belegid Recovery. Get out there! That's what you're for. Say hello. Clerics. Alright, that's a Cleric start. Scythe Cat. Looks pretty good. So I do have a Rabid Bite in hand. Gnarlid Colony. Unfortunately, some of these go to the bottom, but I can shuffle the deck with Vastwood. And I think... I want to take Colony, or do I just want to just take a draw? Let's try to get a land. I think anything that I get is going to be fine. I already have a turn 2, two turn 3 plays. I'm going to decline, actually, and just try to draw a card. Okay. That's actually fine. So you can decline Adventure Awaits and try to draw something. A land would be good here, and anything else is also fine, because I was just going to get one of my weaker creatures. So now I can just go out with a Marasa Brute. Acquisitions Expert. So I'm going to show them my Nectar Pot, I think. Oh, 2 cards. Shoot. Oh, that's tough, actually. Oh, that's not ideal, huh? So, Nectar Pot can slow them down a lot and gain me some life. But the Brute plus a Rabid Bite is good, and I think they can just... They're probably going to kill Scythe Cat, like, super quickly. So I want something to do next turn. Do I drop Ascetic? I feel like that's a bad move. Maybe I do just drop Ascetic. I have a lot of them. That's tough. Yeah. They get to pick one, so I actually get to keep one of them. Okay. Alright, and I got a land. So now I think... No need to put out a white card yet. I don't have any double whites in the deck. So I could do Nectar Pot. They'd still be able to attack into it, so I think I'm going to do Brute, and then potentially do Nectar Pot in a fight next turn. Let's see if they have a kill spell for this. I'm fine doing a Scythe Cat land. Especially if they end up using a kill spell. Okay, so Gloom Hunter. They're also stuck on lands, so I'm going to Scythe Cat, land, see if they have removal for this, and then Vastwood Surge. Maybe I'm Nectar Pot and then fight one of these things. See what they have. Okay, they have Takedown. Okay, so in that case, another land. Now I don't need to Vastwood Surge. I think I can... Can't really attack there. I think I'm just going to Visionary. So the Gloom Hunter is a bit annoying. Second Nectar Pot. Maybe I just play both Nectar Pots next turn. I'm just going to wait. That's tough, because now they're hitting me in the air. I'll be gaining a bunch of life with all these Nectar Pots, though. I suppose I'm being a bit of a coward. If I had a second... Attended Healer. So I can kill Attended Healer. That is now my plan, so it's going to be... I did get that land, too, so I could have gotten all the triggers. Here. Here. Okay. Definitely happy about that. And just pass. It's probably one of the better cards in their deck. I'm at 16. Vastwood Surge is going to gain me a ton of life, which is fine. I really need to draw something sweet here, though. So, Vastwood Fortification actually might help. Let's see, I'm at 5, 6, 7. And that would get me to Surge, but I should probably just Surge. I can Surge in Nectar Pot, which gets me a lot of life, but doesn't get me anything else. I guess I can try to do the fortification thing first. So if I attack with this, they double block probably. And I can take out at least 2 of their guys. Just go here. A 4/4 on this board is pretty decent. Okay. No one plays around this trick. I could have so many things too. Okay. And now I probably just Nectar Pot. And then try to gain a ton of life off of my Surge. Depending on what happens, I could get... I don't really have an... I think I already used my Adventure Weights, right? Oh, that's annoying. I can't break that. Okay. So now... I can... If I get one more land, my surge is insane. I think I could just attack with my nectar pots here. I just attack with one nectar pot. One nectar pot attack. Bonk. Okay, if I get a land next turn, I can Vassal Surge. If I don't, that means I can play something, which is also good. Alright, what do we got? Kazandu Stomper. Fine with this. I have no modal. Oh, I do. Wait. Ooh, I can get back Scythe Cat. Actually, yeah, I can get back Scythe Cat followed by Vastwood Surge. That looks like the move here. Bonk. I'm being conservative. Bonk! I have not played a land this turn, so I'm just going to make it look like I'm holding something by playing this land. Oh! I get the double Nectar Pot triggers. Nice! Alright, so now I have... Opponent's got a lot of cards in hand, which is annoying. My Scythe Cat can be gigantic, especially if I draw a land next turn. Ooh, Scion. Oh, that's not good. I have Journey to Oblivion, which can get that, so I did draw my land. So now I'm definitely attacking with this guy. So we go here. Can I kill that? Ooh, I can get Rabid Bite back. And I think that's probably just better. This thing's going to be huge. Return target card. Yep. This guy's going to be too big for me to deal with if this goes on for too long. Get out of here, man. Having more power would be nice, but it's also pretty sweet having just all these chonkers. Oh yeah. Alright. Play the land. So I would really like Vastwood Surge. They could have discard. Deadly Alliance. Bloodchief's Thirst. Okay, that's not Deadly Alliance. Vastwood Surge, make my guys big. No! Oh no, another playable! Alright, let's keep bonking. Alright. Another beefcake. Another kill spell. Deadly Alliance. Full price. Okay. My board is about to... I just need a land. There's the land. Alright, so now we'll get just about every land out of this deck here. Gain 6 life this turn. Kick this bad boy. Already have the red. Alright, let's get in there. So, how many lands do I have left? 5. So, that is 17 cards left in the deck, 5 of them are lands. Consider the deck thinned. Feed the Swarm on my vision. That's a lot of damage. Let's see what they got here. Okay. They're dead next turn. They have to have something. They have the mill guy? They must have the mill guy. Let's do Scale the Heights. Actually, I think they're going to try to kill one of these. So let's attack first. And then Scale the Heights on the one that survives. Yep. I can actually get Royal Eruption here. Oh my gosh! Can I kick this? No. That's actually all the lands out of my deck. I'm just gonna end here. That'll be almost every land out of my deck by playing this. I'll have 3 left. Shepherd. Shepherd's pretty good. Oh. there it is. That's just dead. So that's 7. Can I do both of these for my ticker? I cannot. Alright. GG, opponent. Glad you're in the deck, Royal Eruption. That's what happens when you ramp just insanely. Get every land out of my deck. That's a pretty good way to draw your good spells. Oh! What do we have here? I like that. This is not my main account, though. I really want, for my sleeves, there was this beautiful... Alright. I'm going back into it. I love Eldraine. That's my jam. Favorite set of forever. This looks awesome. Here, here, here. I mean, I have options. Opponent goes first, which is a bummer, but Nectarpot's a good defensive piece. Death Toucher. Shoot. Reclaim. Okay. Alright. Valaged, get out there. So there's this beautiful Eldraine art. I think it's Seb McKinnon there, too. Who I also talk about because he's awesome. I need to get rid of that second color. Where there's, it's just like this beautiful, like the art, like the magic castle in the background, with like a fairy, and there's like a knight getting like consumed into the ground. Let's see, instant speed, nothing. Okay. So opponent's got some beef. Yep. There's the beef. So now we Scythe Cat. We maybe get hit a couple times here. We make it bigger. We see if they can fight. Basswood Surge, followed by Scale the Heights. Maybe just Scale the Heights if I get one land. No blocks. They probably got another Baloth, I bet. Ascetic. Okay. So Adventure Awaits looks pretty decent. I can do Adventure plus Scale the Heights. This thing becomes a 5/4. Not big enough to deal with to block this. Means I'm going to get hit for a good amount here. I could just kick a Gnarlid Colony. I think that's okay. And then trade it off for Ascetic. I still grow this, and now they have to deal with both of these guys. And then I can Basswood Surge and Adventure Awaits the following turn. I think I like just putting out a couple big creatures here. I am gaining life. Pass. So next turn, this could potentially be a 7/6. Wow! Oh, shoot! Landfall triggers. Everything's a land, this gets double big. Oh boy. Well, we're trading off here. Shia. I have to exile that. And I can, if I get the card. I can't attack through it. And then every creature makes us insane. That's pretty nice. I'm just going to say nice. So Ascetic makes it so... Yeah, no problem, buddy. Ascetic makes it so I can block Baloth, but only if they don't play a land. Jeez. Wow. This is pretty tough. I want to use Surge, but then I can't do anything else. I'm going to play the Ascetic. Shia is not easy for me to deal with. Let's put it that way. I'm probably going to have to just chump this thing with Celebrant, I think. Yeah, I can't. Wow. Oh shoot, this thing's bigger now. But if they return lands, it's smaller. So, I can kill a Shia at the expense of my board. Holy crap. And then I'm sitting against a Bailoff and a Stomper. Then I have a Scale the Heights and potentially find a creature. Okay. That's tough. I can make this a... One of my guys is going to survive here, which is good. Next turn, if I draw a land, 5, it becomes a 7/6. It's not big enough on this board. I have to kill a Shia. And then take 8. Oh my gosh. Because this thing won't hit for 8 the next turn. I don't know. Keep a Core Celebrant. Okay. Alright. Things are happening. Gaining life. Probably chumping Stomper if it attacks. They've still got the land. Alright, well. Not chumping, but... Alright. Okay. Let's keep doing it, man. Bonk. Alright. Scale the Heights on Aesthetic. Oh man, they've got another land! They've got all the lands! They're gonna run out of lands eventually! Do I block? Probably. No, they don't attack. Alright, Scale the Heights plus Adventure Awaits. Let's Adventure Awaits and see if we get a good 3-drop. Yep. Ooh, Blightblade is pretty good on this board, actually. So I can go Nectar Pot. Oh, I can't do both. A Blightblade it is. Hit me! Alright. So, Scythe Cat's a problem. Oh, Raptor. I gotta kill Raptor now. Oh, they got a Landfall trigger. Okay, so I'll block the Bailoff if it attacks me. Yep. So I have kill spells, I have things like Exile, the Scythe Cat. Okay. So, almost a Surge, actually. So let's go here. Play a Forest. Put a Scale the Heights on, I guess, this guy, so he's big enough to... Nice. So now if I attack with this, they'll hit me for 4. They could have instant speed pump spells, they could block both, but that wouldn't be a very good trade for them. I think I just... Oh no, because they can attack me next turn and it would be fine for them. I'm going to attack. This is tough. I could lose my Nectar Pot. Ooh, you know what? I have Balaged Recovery to get it back. What do I have in here? Scale the Heights. Venture Awaits. I think I'm just going to attack and try to get it back. Maybe I can just block with Celebrant. I guess I'd want to block with Nectar Pot. Nice. No attacks. They're planning on blocking. Vine Gecko late in the game. Not too bad. Rabid Bite. Okay, so now the question is, can I kill them before Sazim can kill me? And I think the answer is yes. I think I need to do this now. It's a little off curve. But they're definitely planning on doing some things with Scythe Cat. And now I can attack here and here. Take it. Alright, now I have Stomper next turn. If I do Stomper land and then land, I have probably a win here. Kicked Sentinel. That's tough. That's going to be tough. Okay. Never mind. Okay. So now they can't attack me. I probably should have attacked with both. Wow. Okay. Whoo. Alright, we came up against the Shia. We came up against, this is a pretty tough last game, I think. And it just ended up working out. Taking out a Shia was absolutely essential. Those things were going to hit for 8 every turn. Wow. Alright. That was wonderful. So, didn't say anything, saw where this was going, ended up with the 7 wins. 7-0 deck. I think our mascot was definitely Root Grazer, but very happy with this deck. The Blight Blade was kind of like a pseudo removal spell, worked pretty well in a couple cases, holding back big non-trampling guys. Fortification blew out the opponents, like 3 different opponents. So, got to play around this effect. It's definitely a good card. Just a really solid modal card. Especially in a green deck, I like to prioritize a way to get them back, so I like getting my first Stomper, especially if I have 2 or more modal cards. Royal Eruption won a game, so happy it was in there. It also took care of not a Scythe Cat, of a Felidar in one game, which was nice. Adventure Awaits did some pretty good work. The Nectar Pots were nice at keeping us in the game. Scythe Cat didn't do anything insane, but Balaged was wonderful. Felidar never used this Baloth, I don't think. Came down once. I guess it did help in the second or third game there, but it almost never hit the table besides that. The Basswood Surges were insane. I got this kicked a couple times. That's fantastic. I had 3. 2 is, I believe, the right amount. Because you can use one and then try to find the other one off of it. And then this Journey came in, and these triple ascetics in the last game gained 9 life. Drawing 3 ascetics in a row feels good. So, great deck. Great, it's not the first draft of the new year, but it's a second draft of the new year, and we're pretty happy about it. So, I will be back to try this out again and see if I can keep up this record.